Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. Today we're going to be painting this lovely spring tree with big roots and many colored leaves. It's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be doing some finger painting. So first we need a blank sheet of paper from your art kit. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is prepare our colors. The first color we will use is the black paint. And you don't need too much. A nice little blob. Okay, then we're going to go in with our brush. And you're going to get a lot of paint right on the tip of the brush. Just like that. And now we have to draw the tree body or the tree trunk. So let's start right in the middle. And we're going to make a line almost down to the bottom. And go to the left and down. Grab a little more paint. Same thing, down to the bottom, but then we're going to go right and down, just like that. And then we're going to make another tree root right in the middle, just like that. You can add a few more roots if you like. It's your tree. You can have lots and lots of roots for drinking water. Now, this tree needs some branches. So we're going to go back in our paint and we're going to draw a branch on the right side. Something like that. And then a little miniature branch coming off the top. Maybe one on the bottom. And this is slowly starting to look like a tree, you guys. Pretty cool. Let's start the branch a little lower on this side. Just like that. Same thing, a branch and a branch. And I think we need some more at the top here, so I'm going to add a little branch here, a little branch there, and I'm going to make this middle one a bit longer. And I'm liking how that looks. So I'm going to rinse my brush. Rinse, rinse, rinse. You have to rinse out all the black because we have to mix a different color next. I'm just going to move my tree aside and bring my plate over so you guys can watch me mix the colors. Okay, so trees usually have green leaves, all different types of green. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix 3 different shades of green. So to do that, we need our blue, and we're going to make a small dollop, a slightly bigger one, and then a really bigger one. So you have 3 sizes. Then we're going to need our yellow, and we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it backwards this time. So we're going to, in the big pile of blue, we need a little pile of yellow, and then this one is going to be almost the same size as the blue, and then this one needs a lot of yellow. And that is going to give us 3 different shades of green once they're mixed together. Watch. Okay. This is our lightest shade of green. And if you want, you can rinse your paintbrush off, but you don't have to. You can just scrape the side. Now our middle, we're going to mix, mix, mix. And try to keep your piles separated, but if they touch each other, that's okay. Art is full of unexpected events. Okay, that's our second shade. And now this one will be our darkest. It will almost look blue, but it's still pretty green. Okay, so we have our 3 different shades of green. And we're going to rinse out our brush now because we're not going to use it for these leaves. We're going to do something even more fun. Now we need our tree again. The first color we're going to use is this dark green. And for this one, you're going to take your finger, yes, that's right, your finger. You're going to dip it right in the paint. And now you're going to dot some leaves. And if you run out of paint, go dip. Make sure they're all spaced out evenly. And try not to put any below the branches because they're supposed to be attached to the branches. And we don't want to fill up the whole page with this one color because we're going to use another color next. So keep them pretty spaced out. This is looking really cool already. Okay, now I'm going to use my paper towel and wipe off my finger because we're going to use it again with our middle green. Get some paint on that finger and same thing again, just space them out nicely. And then after a while, these are all going to look like different shaded leaves. And it's okay if some of them overlap because trees, their branches do that. Okay. I'm going to wipe my finger. And then we're going to go in with our last lightest green. Get that paint on that finger. And same thing again. We're going to dot, dot, dot. Space those dots out. This is super fun. I love finger painting. Okay, so for one last step, I'm going to add some highlight leaves. And that just means that these are the leaves that the sunlight is touching. So we're going to make them yellow. And they're not going to be all over the whole tree. They're just going to be situated on the top of the tree here where the sunlight would hit them. So we get our yellow, and there we go. We're just going to dot it all in the top corner. And you can bring a couple down towards the middle, but it's nice to keep it mostly on the top, because then it looks like the sun is shining and bouncing light off of this nice tree. And there we go. Wasn't that easy? Now you have a beautiful tree. Thanks for joining us.